you ever logged into Final Fantasy XIV and felt like something just feels off and I can't tell what it is? Is it the game or is it just me? I can't tell. You don't feel like running dungeons, you don't feel like farming stuff, the content doesn't feel as exciting anymore. But still you find yourself logging into the game and trying to find something to do, something that brings you joy. You desperately search for something to give your brain some happy chemicals and you fail. It makes no sense. Final Fantasy XIV is your favorite game. You're supposed to be enjoying it. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. I know exactly how you're feeling. Hereby, I diagnose you with Final Fantasy XIV Burnout.
You need to leave!
Yep, that's why I've not been posting as often lately. There are some other personal reasons as well, but that's a video for another time. As much as I like to make everything about myself, I'll try to stay on topic for this video. I know, I'm very generous, you're welcome. I was actually very critical of Yoshi P when he said, if you can't find the motivation to play the game, you should take a break and play other games. And though that's exactly what I've been doing in the last 3 weeks, I still think that's one wild thing for the producer of the game to say. Shouldn't a game try to retain the player base instead of telling them to go play other games? What do you mean I should go take a break? What kind of reverse psychology technique is this? Cause it's working. I'm actually starting to think Yoshi P is a mastermind. It's like they're trying to keep us in game by sending us false messages. Maybe they're trying to confuse us, just deeply bamboozle us so we stay here. I'm bored. Give me something to do or I'm gonna leave. It's fine. Just take a break. Just because you said that now I don't wanna. I don't know what they're doing, but it's working. In the last few months, I've heard so many people talking about how they are bored of the game, how they can't find something exciting to do. Or maybe there's new content, but they don't really like the new content they are getting. It's not for them. Not everyone is a fan of deep dungeons, you know. And yet we refuse to take a break from the game. It's really not the greatest feeling when something you used to enjoy stops being enjoyable. I get it. I really get it. It's really frustrating. To be honest, I've been a bit burnt out from the game recently. I started logging into the game just for the content creation, which I really love, but there was something missing. I realized I was not enjoying the game. Not because the content was boring, it was me who got bored of it. Don't worry babe, it wasn't you, it was me. No need for tears. I already completed my main story quest line. I already leveled all my jobs to level 90, except for the crafters of course, I'm too lazy for that. And don't get me wrong, there's still a bunch of content I haven't finished yet. I just didn't feel like touching them for some reason. I know I'll complete them eventually, just not right now. I don't wanna. I feel like being pretty in Limsa Lominsa today, like a Roman statue. Yeah, that's my plan for today. I'll stand here and look effortlessly divine. I was so bored at some point, I made up a game like a 5-year-old on a road trip. Step 1, you put on your favorite, most gorgeous glamour. Step 2, you go to one of the main cities and plant your character there. It's the feral cat girl summer and this is now our hunting ground. Step 3, go AFK, but not really. You wanna be sneaky like a lioness. They'll never suspect us coming. Step 4, wait for your unsuspecting prey to target you to look at your glamour. The moment you see their heads turn, target them back. Now stare deeply into their eyes and let them drown in the awkwardness. Social interaction jump scare. I love watching them panic and instantly run away. Maybe I'm a tiny bit evil. Maybe. Probably. It gives me so much joy, but even that gets boring after a while. If you have cheesecake for every meal of the day, you'll eventually get bored of it. Now that doesn't change the fact cheesecake is a supreme dessert. You just need to have some cheap grocery store cookies every now and then. It's probably not the best example, but you get what I mean. You should be glad I'm not your dietitian. What I'm trying to say, I was burnt out, and I did what Yoshi P told us to do. I took a break from Final Fantasy XIV. I gathered my courage, I went out there and touched some grass. It wasn't that great, I still think it's a bit overrated, but it gave me enough time to actually stop and think for once. I didn't like that either, so I went back home and played Red Dead Redemption instead. Self-care, mindfulness.
Do you like it?
And now I'm back. Hi! It doesn't even feel like I took a break. It's so strange, cause if you played other MMORPGs, you would know 3 weeks is a lot. Most MMORPGs have daily rewards, weekly rewards, this and that. If you miss just one day, it can affect your progression in game. They try everything to keep you glued to your screens. Final Fantasy XIV isn't like that. Sure, there are daily roulettes you can do, but it's not a requirement. You won't be missing out much if you don't feel like doing them that day. You have the freedom to collect all your weekly tombstones in a single day if you feel like it. And if you actually feel burned out like I was, you should take a break. You're not supposed to feel like an unpaid intern while playing a video game. You should be enjoying yourself. If you're not, that's the only sign you need. Take a break, play other games. Don't force yourself to log into the game if you don't feel like playing that day. Trust me, I've been there as well. I logged in every day and forced myself to try and have fun in game. It doesn't work. it doesn't work like that. It's gonna burn you out even more. You don't want that. So if you feel like you need to take a break, take a break. Don't be afraid of missing out on stuff. When you come back to the game, everything's still gonna be here. I think Final Fantasy XIV has a really big strength and not enough people are talking about it. It's very respectful of your time. It's one of the least grindy MMOs in the market right now. Most of the side content that requires grinding is optional. This straightforward gear progression makes it so easy to catch up even after a long break. You can literally buy some gear from the market board and you should be good to do some in-game content. Each tier of Savage Raids come with new craftable gear sets you can purchase. And though it tends to be really expensive on the patch day, it gets cheaper and cheaper as the time goes, so you can easily afford it. It's really so forgiving. The game doesn't punish the returning players as much as the other MMORPGs do. There's really no punishment unless you have a house in game. If you have a house, first of all, congratulations, you won the game. All you have to do is to log in now and then and walk into your house. It should be good enough to keep it from auto-demolition. But yeah, you have to keep subscribing unless you want to lose it. It's not great, but unfortunately it's necessary with the current housing system we have in game. To be honest, I don't love it either. I just don't have anything else I can do except for whining on the internet like the spoiled cat girl I am. So I'll keep doing that. Who knows, maybe it will work. We bullied Yoshi P into adding more space for the glamour dresser in the past. Maybe, just maybe if we whine loudly enough, we can convince them to add more housing into the game. And no, I'm definitely not using that as an excuse to be loud and obnoxious. I just happen to be both of those things naturally. It's just a coincidence, I swear. I just wanted to make an update video about where I've been, what's planned for the future of the channel. I know for a fact I'm not quitting Final Fantasy XIV anytime soon, so expect more videos about 14. I love creating videos about 14. But I also know 14 is not gonna be my favorite game forever. Or maybe it will, we don't know yet. I would love to include other games, other kind of content in my channel as well, all kind of flavors. I don't want this channel to be Final Fantasy XIV exclusive is what I'm trying to say. So maybe I can try out different games from time to time, maybe some reaction content, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what kind of content you guys would like to see, cause I'm open to any kind of idea right now. We'll test it out together and see what works and what doesn't. I play so many other games other than Final Fantasy XIV and it feels like a waste not to share them with you. I have this intense urge to be whimsical and silly and it can't be contained anymore. So yeah, we are riding empty-headed from now on, no thoughts between our eyes. We'll see where it leads us. Thank you so much for watching my video and a special thanks to the channel members. You guys were so understanding and supportive when I told you I needed a break. I can't thank you enough. You're just the best. There are no words to explain this. I'm so lucky to have you guys as my audience. I just wanted to tell you guys I'm back. I thirst for chaos. I love your guts. And I'll see you in my next video. Stay cozy.